What a crazy wet winter it's been, and before all this rain gets here shortly, got a little work to do. Well, thanks to a generous viewer, we now have us an American flag hanging out here in the chop shop. And speaking of the chop shop, we just recently did a contest where I asked you to help me pick the name of this particular building. And the chop shop was the name that won. And to celebrate that, we made us an official logo and a shirt out here. I'll put a link down in the description if you're interested in it. The winners that chose a name, we've already done mailed your shirts out to you. I did have 2 people that didn't respond, so make sure you go back to that video and see if I responded that you won. But for the few that did reach out, your shirt's in the mail, and here it is. So I was back and forth on a few different logos, but I wanted to keep it simple. The chop shop, you can see we got a saw blade on the outside because we're going to be doing all kinds of sawing out here, from chainsaws to sawmills to, well, wood, splitting wood, and all the stuff that we're doing today. Thanks to everybody that watched that video and helped participate in that contest. All right, so what I'm doing here is I've been cutting up some small wood for that solo stove because we've been using it a lot here recently. We're going to use it again tonight. It's been nice and cool for a long stretch here, and we've been enjoying it. I also need to bust up some small kindling to start that stove with. We are about to head out of town, so we're kind of rushing to clean everything up, do some last minute chores, and I'm cutting a lot of this wood for the people that's going to be coming here and house sitting for us for a few days while we head out to do a product launch and take a couple of days for ourselves. What I'm going to do is quicker to do it with a hatchet than it is with a log splitter. I'm going to bust up a little bit of kindling here. These little cheap hatchets that I've been using forever, well, they're no good. If any of y'all have the Fisker's hatchet, I'm very curious about it. I love the Fisker splitting axe. I'd love to hear your feedback on it. I'm thinking about buying one, but I want to hear from somebody that actually has it. I'm sure it's going to split far better than these old cheap hatchets. I built some kindling crackers a while back, and those work really good for lightered. Those buckets are actually full. They don't work quite so well on hardwoods where I need a very sharp hatchet. This just makes a mess and goes everywhere. But it's definitely quicker than running a log splitter back and forth. And yes, I've seen the other kindling crackers online. Again, I don't know how well they're going to work on a dense hardwood, but we're going to build something here in the future. I've got an idea in mind I've been playing around with. Just got to find the time to build it. Well, as y'all can probably hear by the rain on the roof, it caught me. And looking at the radar, we have hours worth of rain ahead. Temperatures dropping nice and cool. So we're going to use the barn for what we built it for. Instead of me not being able to go get work done on the property and just calling it a day, while I've got quite a bit of firewood still split up over there, we're going to go ahead and fire the log splitter up, do a little splitting, wrap this episode up, and allow me to be productive today. Well, as plans often do, they change. Mother Nature said today that I ain't doing no more outside work. I can't believe the forecast that I'm seeing. Back to back to back to back winter storms. Like 4 winter storms, 2 of them they're calling major. Like tornadoes in the south, crazy amounts of rain. All that within the next 10-day forecast that I can see. Wow, we're already flooded on the property, got a ton more rain coming, and this is really going to impact some of these outside projects, but hey, you got to take the punches, right? So as Trips and Mother Nature changes our future plans, we're going to get you some content out, but our DIY stuff may be delayed just a little, but it's going to be worth the wait. We have one project after another, after another, after another scheduled for the rest of this year. Going to be some exciting changes coming on the channel. Thank y'all for watching. Catch you on the next one.